Once again, it's on. It's yours truly, Lorenzo Thomas and Jeff Fox. We are the Sports Brothers coming to you from Hard Rock Stadium, and it is final. The Miami Dolphins are victorious over the Chicago Bears, 31-28 in overtime. And Jeff, this was a game that I think neither one of us would have predicted.
Listen, I was speechless. You see me stammering here at the beginning of this report. It is unbelievable the twists and turns in this game. At one moment, you thought the Bears were in total control. Next moment, the Dolphins snatched, defeat from the jaws of victory, and then they give it back. It was just unbelievable.
Yeah, it was a game where, of course, the starting quarterback, Ryan Tannehill, was inactive today because of his injured shoulder, and Brock Osweiler, who probably didn't get a lot of practice time because Tannehill was limited on Friday, but he came in and basically added a lot of energy to the Miami Dolphins offense. It seemed as if Chicago, coming off of the bye, was a little bit flat in the first half.
Yeah, but they certainly exploded in the third quarter, Lorenzo. The Bears made some big plays, jumped out to a 21-10 lead. I thought they were about to put this thing away. And then, of course, that's when that big interception happened in the end zone you spoke about. T.J. McDonald making the play. And that inspired the Dolphins. I thought that was a huge turning point in this game, and a game of a lot of turning points. But that interception really saved the day, I thought, for the Miami Dolphins.
It really did, because I thought the Chicago Bears were flat in the first half, and they came out at halftime. I mean, they just put 14 points, and next thing you know, T.J. McDonald comes to save the day, where the Dolphins' defense has just been bailing them out throughout the entire season.
Yeah, these guys lead the league in interceptions. I don't know if a lot of people are aware of that, but the Dolphins find a way to take the ball away. They might bend a lot. They might give up a lot of yards. They might give up a lot of yards on the ground. But when they get in the red zone, as they did today, they had two takeaways, Lorenzo, in the red zone, an interception and a fumble recovery. And, again, the big plays and taking the ball away by this Dolphin defense is what ultimately led to victory, because the Bears were on their way to winning this game in regulation. Yeah. And then your boy Tariq Cohen from the Bears fumbled. Big hit from Kiko Alonso, recovered by Xavier Howard. And you know what? Led to overtime, and here we are.
I don't know if we could talk about it. I'm going to mention it. Quarterback controversy. Can you say that? I mean, Brock Osweiler, you have the stats. He threw for over 300 yards, and I don't know if really it's going to be some type of quarterback controversy because Ryan Tannehill was out because of his shoulder, but he threw over 300 yards. You got the stats?
380 yards for Osweiler, 3 touchdowns and 2 picks.
A lot of that was rack, because you got to give it up. You got to give it up to Albert Wilson, who basically took a 5-yard pass. He had a 47-yard touchdown and a 75-yard touchdown run. So that rack was just adding up today.
Absolutely. Wilson took some, those short passes at the line of scrimmage, took it to the end zone. Again, but Osweiler, man, he had some up and down moments today, but I thought he did a tremendous job. No quarterback controversy here. Chill out, folks. Yeah. For real.
Well, I think the key to the game was the way Adam Gase was able to keep Khalil Mack out of the backfield. I thought, and I know you thought, I thought that was going to be a key to the game. I thought Brock Osweiler, who in the preseason, he was sacked probably at least 10 times throughout the preseason because he was holding on to the ball too long. Mm-hmm. Today he was not. Khalil Mack was not a factor, and the Dolphins were able to move up and down the field on a defense that ranked number 2 in the NFL.
Well, if you remember a year ago being a Raider fan, the Khalil Mack came here against with the Raiders last year against the Miami Dolphins. Did not have a particularly great night that night playing against the Dolphins. The Dolphins defend him well. And then they left the running back. They kept chipping him all day, which was very, very important. Right. You got to chip Khalil Mack. If you don't, he's going to wreck your total game plan. So kudos to Coach Adam Gase on chipping Khalil Mack and keeping a running back and paying extra attention to him. He was pretty much quiet the entire day.
And the key to that was Frank Gore. He was the key. He was the veteran. Kenyon Drake, a lot of times when he's in the game, he tries to take it to the house, or he's not able to pick up the block, as well as the veteran, the future Hall of Famer, Frank Gore, who rushed for over 100 yards today and was, he was tired at the end of the game.
He gave it his all. He's 35 years old, but you heard the crowd today going, you, not boo. Right. They were going you because they still remember that legend from the University of Miami, Frank Gore, who ran so hard, Lorenzo, and on the potential game-winning drive, ran 32 yards inside the red zone, and it looked like they were going to, just lay into the end zone at that point from the 1-yard line. And the fumble happened with Kenyon Drake. Right. And I'm saying to myself,
I was in that end zone, and Frank Gore was begging to come out of the game, and Gase didn't want him to come out. Right. He wanted him to stay in the game, call the timeout, hopefully to give Gore a chance to get some rest, and they put Kenyon Drake back in the game, and that's when he fumbled the ball on the 1-foot line. They were that close to putting the game away in overtime.
At that point, I said these type of things only happen to the Dolphins. They only happen to the Dolphins. Yeah. But, as fate would have it, man, the Bears, Cody Parkey, a former Dolphin, missed a potential game-winning field goal, and we all saw what happened from there. So this was one of those days, Lorenzo, up and down the field. Big plays, turnovers, interceptions, explosive plays on both sides of the ball. But the Dolphins win. Bottom line, they're 4-2.
Yeah. Well, next up here at Hard Rock Stadium, the Detroit Lions come to town. Dolphins sporting a 4-2 record. And, with Detroit, you never know what you're going to get. But we will be here. For Jeff Fox, I'm Lorenzo Thomas. We're the Sports Brothers. Until next time.